Hello, welcome to Financial Power Fridays Live.
Welcome to Power Fridays Live, the channel that aims to make a difference in the world through transformation, spiritual growth, and for entrepreneurs. Our vision is to empower individuals to live their lives with purpose and to make a positive impact on the world. We believe that power and purpose are the driving forces behind success and fulfillment in both personal and professional life. Through our broadcast, we discuss business strategies and techniques that can help entrepreneurs achieve their goals and take their business to the next level. We believe that through sharing knowledge and experience, we can empower each other to succeed and make a difference in the world. Now here's our host, Janel Pulley.
Welcome to Power Fridays Live. I am so excited to share with you. I'm your host, Janelle Pulley. Thank you so much for being here. And I am happy to share with you today your financial blueprint for financial security. So just give me a second. I'm a one woman show tonight. So I do appreciate you for being here. Welcome to your blueprint for financial security, your step-by-step money management workshop. And today we'll embark on a journey towards understanding and achieving financial security. So I want to build on a solid foundation for your financial future together. And so I want to begin by defining what financial security really is. I want to start with the basics. What exactly is financial security? Imagine living a life where you're not constantly worried about money, where your financial resources are enough to support your life's needs and dreams. That's financial security. It's a balance, a harmony of savings, investments, and insurances designed to support you through this life's journey. And I'm your host, Janelle Pulley. I am an author, and then I'll share a little bit more about me. And as we embark upon your blueprint for financial security. So, a little bit about me. My family and friends call me Janelle, and I've been in the insurance business marketing since 2002, really with the property and casualty background, but I became fully licensed with life, health, accident and sickness, and property and casualty in 2012. I'm an HBCU graduate. I graduated from Argosy University with an MBA, and I have a master's of education in teaching and learning with technology from Ashford University. I am the oldest sibling of five children, but I'm the middle child right there in the middle of 10, and I have one deceased sibling. I believe in financial literacy and building generational wealth. And I'm the author of Money Just Flew Out the Window, How to Create a Relationship with Wealth, Living from Paycheck to Paycheck, available on Amazon and moneyjustflewoutthewindow.com. And I'm a five-time survivor of domestic violence or intimate partner violence. And that will be another conversation later, that I share with you regarding how money plays a role. And I would like for you to consider these questions. Do you know someone who can benefit from this message? Can this information help you, your family, and friends? And where are you today and where do you want to be? And what seems to be the biggest challenge and how long has this been on your mind? So consider those questions as I share with you today. Providing you the purpose of today is to provide you strategies and what that wealthy people use to gain financial independence. Realizing that our actions, feelings, and behaviors are the result of our own images and beliefs gives us the level that psychology hasn't always needed for changing personality. And that's a quote by Maxwell Maltz about financial beliefs. So I'm going to talk to you today About six typical money problems. There may be a change in life circumstances. Life is full of changes, and our financial situations often need to adapt. Whether it's getting married, having a child, like I have done recently, or purchasing a new home, major life events can significantly impact our budgets. And the key is to plan ahead as much as possible, creating a detailed budget that accounts for your new circumstances and be prepared to make the adjustments as needed. Building up an emergency fund can also help cushion the financial impact of life's changes. Remember, change isn't always easy, but with smart money management, you can weather the storm. Next, we go into relationship breakdown. I've experienced this. Separation or divorce can be an incredibly difficult time, both emotionally and financially. And it's important to understand your rights and responsibilities when it comes to assets, debts, and potential spousal or child support. I invite you to seek guidance of a financial advisor or legal professional to ensure you're making informed decisions. Focus on creating a new budget that reflects your individual financial situation. And this may mean downsizing. So I went from a four-bedroom house to a two-bedroom townhouse. Finding ways to increase your income, learning to live on a tighter budget, and the road ahead. Let me tell you, it is going to be challenging, but you can emerge from this transition on a stronger financial footing. Illness is something that is also unexpected. With medical issues that may arise, it can put a financial strain on our finances. Between the cost of health care, potential loss of income, because when you're out of work, you're getting like 60% of your income on short term disability. There's an emotional toll that it takes. And it's easy for financial stress to compound and on an already difficult situation. But the first step is to understand your health insurance coverage and what out of pocket expenses you may be responsible for. And if you don't have health insurance, please do reach out and let me know. I can support you in getting the proper health insurance that you may need. Look into options like disability insurance or government assisted programs, like Medicare, Medicaid, that can provide financial support. It's also very important to reevaluate your budget to identify areas where you can cut back on spending to redirect the funds towards medical expenses. And remember, your health and well being should be at the top priority, but proactive financial planning can help ease the burden. Sometimes unemployment may play a part in your money problem. I know there are some people I know personally that have had a recent job loss. The job loss can be frightening and overwhelming. I've been there. But it's important to remain calm and take a proactive approach. You want to start by reviewing your budget and identify ways to reduce expenses. I share that with you in my book. So you may not be able to go to one of your favorite coffee places, but you are able to buy that coffee pod in the grocery store and use it at home. So look at that opportunity. You may want to negotiate your bills, how you're paying your bills. There's budget billing plans that a company you call them up and you get put on that plan. So do reach out to your companies that you owe money to, and they will definitely work with you. And once you share with them about a job loss, and explore options for temporary income, such as freelance work or part-time job to help bridge the gap. I know I worked making like a third of the money that I could have made just to bridge the gap when I was in between jobs. So if you have an emergency fund, now is the time to use it. And as I shared before, the 3 to 6 months is now more like 6 to 12. But be sure to take advantage of any unemployment benefits or other government assistance programs that you may be eligible for. And there are pantries to get food to help curb the expenses of the grocery store as well in your community. So look online and look at that opportunity as well. The road ahead may be challenging, but with smart money management and focusing on the long term, you can weather this storm and emerge stronger than ever. And who knows, you'll be getting a job that pays you even more. Increase your expenses, inflation, but of course, a job isn't everything. We do have financial opportunities. I'll tell you more about that at the end. But let's talk about inflation. Like inflationary pressures can have a significant impact on our day to day finances. We've seen it at the gas pump, we've seen it at the grocery store, and the cost of goods and services are on the rise. So we want to review our budget and identify areas where we can cut back. Look for ways to save on essentials, your groceries, your utilities, your transportation. You may want to carpool and or see if there's remote options to work at home, and consider switching to a most cost effective alternatives and negotiating better rates with service providers. I know I'm looking at a new phone plan now, and it's so important to revisit your long term financial goals and make adjustments as needed, such as like delaying major purchases or reassessing your retirement savings plan. Remember, inflation is a systematic challenge, but with diligence and strategic financial planning, you can minimize its impact on your overall financial well-being. And as a friend of mine just recently said, when you're looking at having had a retirement plan at your previous employer, it's like having your money in your ex-husband's or ex-spouse's bank account. So I encourage you to seek a financial professional like myself, to a financial educator to support you with that money. And if I don't have the proper licenses for you, then I will definitely refer you to someone who does have the proper licenses. I always encourage you to work with people who are licensed professionals and who can work with you. I can recommend you all day long. Okay. So the next typical money problem is like your cash flow or a drop in income. I mentioned earlier I had a drop in income, and fluctuations in income can be incredibly stressful, whether it's due to your reduction in hours at work, a commission based job, or the seasonal nature of your work. The key is to maintain a close eye on your cash flow and be proactive in managing your expenses. We want to start by creating a detailed budget. Of course, I'll always go back to that. Creating your detailed budget, and that accounts for your variable income. And identify areas where you can come back in spending and during leaner times. uh, I know that there's a lot of people who subscribe to a lot of subscription services, a lot of streaming services. You want to take a closer look at that, and is it really worth it? Is it really needed? And is this the time for you to, maybe cut back on your entertainment budget? But consider building up a reserve fund to help bridge the gap during your slow periods. And it's always important to explore ways to increase your income. I mentioned earlier taking on additional jobs, looking at a new revenue stream. You may have some skill sets or may have a passion or desire. Now is the time to dig deep and see what it is that you want to do. By being strategic and adaptable, you can navigate the ups and downs of the variable income and keep your finances on track. So, next, I want to share with you ways to I mean, look at having all your financial components under control. So I want you to remember that having all of this in place is very, very important to keep your finances on track. Budget is necessary. An income that surpasses your bills is necessary. of course, emergency fund, and then keeping your debt low. Okay? Keeping your debt low. Spending less, saving, investing your savings properly, and then, of course, having the insurance in place to avoid any, financial catastrophe. There are insurances for the living now. You don't have to wait till you pass away. It's for the living, as I've shared with you before. So, what happened to my PowerPoint? So, there we go. $1,000 per month versus $10,000 per month. How will you utilize this money with your lifestyle? Taxes, debt, and savings. You see, it's very little for savings. But you want to see how you get involved with a professional money manager like myself and a team of people that I can, of course, refer to you. We want your return on your retirement to go up. What was the age that you received your first paycheck? And how much are you making today? In all of that line, not the dash, but the line of your working years, all the way to age 100. How much money are you really making? This is like when you're accumulating money. What's going to be your retirement age? We can find out what your number is, because in distribution, after you retire, you're still going to be using money, circulating money. But how much income are you going to need whenever that time occurs? Okay. Ask yourself this serious question. And then how many checks do you expect to get in the future? Do you know your financial independence number? And if you don't, guess where you can find out your financial independence number? Huh, yeah, that's right. Check with me. Send me a message. I can put you together with the person on my team and someone that I know very well who can help you find out your financial identification, your financial independence number. Okay. So, setting up your spending plan is very important. One of the most important steps in achieving financial well being is setting up this comprehensive spending plan. This will give you a clear understanding of your income, your expenses, and where your money is going. So, first, I want to talk to you about how to calculate your income. It's important for you to be aware of all the money you bring it in, all of it. Put it in the bucket. Sometimes you may want to go out to the bank and like, okay, give it to me in singles. Who knows? But whether it's from a full-time job, side hustles, investments, or other sources, I want you to take the time to account for your total monthly income to be the foundation of your spending plan. And next, you need to have a mindset of abundance when it comes to your money rather than focusing on scarcity. I would like for you to look for the best offers and deals when you're shopping for goods and services. I'm using a shopping plan at one of the major retailers. I'm actually like getting a $5 off coupon. I'm getting a 30% off of one item, 35% off. Sometimes they have 20% off. You spend so much money, you spend $100, you get $20 back. All of those opportunities when shopping in retail add up, and you want to price compare. I remember a roommate having a roommate. She would go through the sale paper every Sunday, and she would clip, and she would show up to her favorite store, and she would show the clerk that she could have gotten this at another place for a different price. And she got that price every single time. I did the price matching one time at one of the big retailers, and it worked. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could have been doing this all along. I should have followed her lead. But I paid attention so I can have this conversation with you now. So, finding alternative providers that offer you more value. The best price isn't on that place that delivers stuff to your door every day. I tell you, they don't have the best price, guys. And I'm not going to say who they are, but I can tell you, not everybody has the best price. Sometimes it's not going to, it may or may not be in delivery. but the convenience is what you're paying for. I totally get it, and I'm not keeping it from you. I'm not saying don't do it. Please do understand. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying don't do it. But, I want you to keep a close eye on your month to month expenses. Track your spending in various categories like housing, transportation, food, entertainment, and more. Sometimes your bank is now able to calculate that information for you as well. So I want you to identify areas where you can cut back and find more effective solutions to help you create a realistic budget that aligns with your financial goals. Remember, having a solid spending plan doesn't mean you have to deprive yourself. Instead, it gives you the power to make informed decisions and take control of your financial future with a clear understanding of your income and expenses. You can start allocating your resources in such a way that supports your overall well being to help you achieve your dreams. And now we're going to take a quick break. And I think this is it.
September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. There has been a great deal of uncertainty this year. Have you reviewed your life insurance policy? If not, there is probably an upgrade available where you can save money, keep it safe, and have tax advantages. Or do you not have any coverage due to a layoff or job loss? We are here to help solve this problem for you and your family. Think about your needs to cover burial and final expenses, replace lost wages income from your job, nursing home/long-term care, or even transfer wealth or leave an inheritance to your loved ones. Would you like to see if there is an upgrade available for you and your family if you had a health issue? Let's see if we can provide you and your family peace of mind. Schedule a free no-obligation consultation today. Learn how the numbers work for you. Call Janel Borzotra at 404-689-8441 or visit www.thewealthygap.info.
Okay, there you have it. Thank you so much for that commercial. And please do take a look at next month. We are gearing up for September being Financial Awareness, Insurance Awareness Month. So we want to help you in every way possible. But now I want to take you to a conversation about reimagining your budget so that you can reorganize, reduce, and eliminate. And we start off by setting goals. Now that you have a solid understanding of your income and expenses, we'll look at the spending categories and reorganize them in a way that makes the most sense of your lifestyle and financial goals. I'd like to see you group a similar expenses together and prioritize the categories that are most important to you. And this will give you a clearer picture of where your money is going and help you identify opportunities for improvement. So, next it's time to reduce your spending. Go through each category and look for ways to trim the costs. This is the strategy without significantly impacting your quality of life. Can you negotiate better rates on your utilities? Can you find more affordable grocery options and reduce your entertainment or dining out budget? Every little bit you can save will add up over time. I know I went out to a restaurant recently and they had the take home meal for like $6. I got two because I purchased two meals, but it was like you get so much food, you put it in a container, you have that, warmed over for the next meal and or the next day. So you have to like eat out and you can eat out and it can go a long way, right? But I'd like for you to examine your expenses with a critical eye and identify unnecessary or impulse purchases that can be completely eliminated. And this is the low-hanging fruit that can have a significant impact on your overall financial well-being. And when you're setting your goals with your budget reorganized and streamlined, it's time to set clear, achievable financial goals. These goals could range from paying off debt to building an emergency fund to saving for a down payment on a house, even. Whatever your objective may be, make sure they are specific, measurable, and aligned with your values and long term vision. Next, cutting spending is very important as you work towards your financial goals. It's important to find ways to cut spending wherever possible. This doesn't mean depriving yourself, but rather being mindful about and strategic about your purchases, avoiding the temptation to keep up with the Joneses, as they say, keep up with the Joneses, and focus on the things that truly matter to you. And I can't say it enough. Save, save, save what you want. Okay. Finally, make savings a non negotiable part of your budget. Save, save, save. Savings on the line item in your budget. Whether it's automating transfers to a dedicated savings account, which I recommend, or setting aside a portion of your income each month, make saving a priority. This will not only help you achieve your goals, but provide you the financial cushion for unexpected challenges. And we know we've had some unexpected challenges here in the last few years. But remember, reimagining your budget and setting smart financial goals is a journey, not a destination. All the people that you hear on the your favorite place to look at information, it is a journey, not a destination. There's no get rich quick. There's no make it quick, do it fast. Nothing is out there. You have to be consistently evaluating and refining your approach, and you'll be well on your way to secure and fulfilling financial future. And of course, the 50-30-20 plan, 50% of your money, it should go towards your household, 30%, and of course saving 30% towards your household, just your needs, and then 20% goes to savings.
Introducing Money Just Flew Out the Window by Janel Pulley. Get your copy of the book. Money Just Flew Out the Window. It shows you how to manage and build family wealth. Discover how to protect your family and your future. How to build a proper financial foundation. Discover reasons why you have been financially unstable. Why financial freedom is important. How to key into the financial liberty your fellow men who have this knowledge are enjoying. Discover ways to retain the freedom regardless of your income. Support the family without stress. And lots more. Get your copy of Money Just Flew Out the Window now.
And thank you so much for joining us. You've reached Financial Power Fridays Live, and I'm your host, Janelle Pulley, and I am so excited to be here with you this evening. Please like, subscribe, share the video with a friend. Let people know we are here each and every Friday night, 7 p.m., to discuss your financial blueprint, the keys for financial success. I'm so happy to be with you this evening. And we're going to now talk about reimagining your financial future, making the most of, I think I already talked about that though. So, um, alleviating financial burden, debt snowball. I can send you a debt snowball link. And you can put in all of the expenses that you have and look at the percentages that they charging you for the interest, and then the computer will automatically calculate what you should pay off first, and then you take that money and then you put it towards the next bill, and then so on and so forth until it just downsizes your debt. It's a wonderful strategy, a wonderful plan. The next is an envelope system. One of the famous gurus money gurus who has their own radio programming and in educational programming, the envelope system. I've used this. Putting cash in an envelope, marking the envelope for what it is, and then only spending what's in that envelope when you go somewhere, spending the cash, having that cash in hand. Remember, I told you earlier to go to the bank and get the your money in cash. This is why, for the envelope system. And then there's several budgeting tools. There's several apps, that you can consider as well. But setting financial goals and recapping, and what to do now. You're like, well, you've told me a lot. Well, what do I do? Where do I get started? What do I do now? Now that you've reorganized your budget and identified opportunities to cut spending, it's time to set some specific financial goals. Now, these goals should be tailored to your unique circumstances and priorities, like paying off high interest debt. Just told you how to do that. Building the emergency fund with 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Of course, I recommend 6 to 12, but whatever works for you. Saving for a down payment on a home, investing for retirement. When setting these goals, make sure they are specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant and time bound. Like, hey, we're going to save for this vacation 12 months in advance or 24 months in advance, and that's what we're going to do. This will help you stay focused and motivated as you work towards them. So, let's recap the key points of what we covered today. Understanding your income and expenses by creating a comprehensive spending plan. Reorganizing, reducing, and eliminating expenses to streamline your budget. Setting clear, achievable financial goals to guide your decision making. Consistently cut spending and make savings a priority. Explore insurance and investment strategies to protect and grow your wealth. This is where I come in. Plan for a secure retirement by contributing to savings accounts and retirement plans. Work with a licensed financial professional to get that done. And of course, I can make recommendations. All this, you will master your money mindset. We believe in the abundance of the world, that you'll attract abundance in your life. So believe in the abundance of the world, and you will attract abundance in your life. Finally, we can't forget the most important of your mindset when it comes to money. Your mindset is the most important. If you want more success, money, happiness, you must master your beliefs and attitudes about your personal finance. Adopt a mindset of gratitude and generosity rather than scarcity and fear. I want to say that again. Adopt a mindset of gratitude and generosity rather than scarcity and fear. Celebrate small wins and use setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. So when you approach money with a positive, proactive mindset, you'll be amazed at how your financial situation can transform. So keeping that in mind, as you continue on your journey towards financial well-being and fulfillment, I want you to look at retirement preparedness. As we think about our financial future, it's important to assess our retirement readiness. And I'm going to share with you later the key questions to consider. But I want to tell you first off, like how money actually gets taxed. It's taxed now with the savings account and certificate of deposits. It's taxed later with your 401ks and IRAs and fixed annuities and savings bonds, or it's taxed advantage. And this is where I'm encouraging you to be prepared for retirement with the tax advantage accounts, with your Roth IRAs, with your cash accumulation accounts. And like I can share with you, someone who is properly licensed in this area, I can recommend those people to you. Do you know that? I want you to know that there's several options for your money to consider, whether or not it's fixed, where it's just, staying the course, it's a variable, it's like EKG, going up and down. But we have plans that can help you lock in at the top of the market, lock in those rates. When the stock market, you get all the time, you get the advantage of the stock market, the upside of the stock market. So I want to ask you this question: how would you like your money to grow? And how much risk can you handle right now? If you lost 50% of 100% rate of 100, what return do you need to get back to you? So that's not a trick question. It's math is mathing. A 50% gain only gets you back to $75. However, it takes 100% gain to get you back to recover a 50% loss. So take a minute, look at that. You need 100%. If you lose 50% of your money in the market, you need 100% of that to get back to where you were before your loss. Simple math. This is the question I'd like for you to consider. How much of your current retirement savings can you afford to lose? We're getting into the safe money conversation. This is an important question because the market volatility, the and economic downturns can have a significant impact on your retirement nest egg. By understanding your risk tolerance and the potential impact of losses, you can make more informed decisions about your investment strategies. Do you consider yourself a saver or an investor? Savers tend to be more risk averse. Yeah. Preferring the stability of cash savings and conservative investments. That's I'm risk averse sometimes. Depends on what it is. Investors, on the other hand, are willing to take on more risk in pursuit of potentially higher returns. Now, I'm being a real estate investor, I'm taking on a big risk because it's the long game. It's the long game. It's not the short game. Knowing your personal preference and comfort level with risk can help you develop a retirement plan that aligns with your goals and your temperament. And if you have longevity concerns, a common concern among retirees is the fear of outliving their money. With increased life expectancies, it's very important to ensure that your retirement savings and income sources can sustain you for the long haul. And it's very important to look at how are you going to live in that phase after you've accumulated all those years and you set yourself up retirement. Now, how many checks are you going to get? And this is where I like for you to consider, strategies like annuities, because an annuity can provide you a guaranteed stream of income for life. Or ways to boost your retirement savings, you can maximize your contributions to the employer sponsored plans, or even take advantage of catch up contributions as you get closer to retirement age when you have the money. So first, I want you to make you aware of there's some unique financial products that could be worth exploring. Cash accumulation accounts with insurance companies. I mentioned that on the earlier slide. Now, these accounts, I don't care what you've heard on your special social media device, but these accounts offer a guaranteed return, often up to 10% on your principal deposit, making them a potentially attractive option for risk averse investors like myself or those seeking a stable, low volatility component in their retirement portfolio. And of course, as with any financial decision, it's important to research thoroughly and understand the features, the risk, the fees associated with these type of accounts. But because the fee is one of the wealth killers with these accounts. I just have to put it out there. I'm totally transparent. I'm going to tell you the truth. So, those are the questions to ask. But they could be worth considering as part of a diversified retirement strategy. But I want you to encourage you to have a healthy money mindset because let's be honest, money makes things possible that wouldn't be otherwise. While we shouldn't be solely driven by the pursuit of wealth, we also can't ignore the significant impact that financial resources can have on our lives and the opportunities they afford us. This scripture right here, I'm going to share with you this scripture. Deuteronomy 8 and 18. And you shall remember the Lord your God for it. He who gives you power, that's why we're power for his life, power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he swore to your fathers as it is this day. Deuteronomy 8:18. Look at it. Power to get wealth. Okay? Whether it's being able to provide for our loved ones, assessing quality health care, pursuing educational or career goals, or just simply enjoying life's pleasures, money is needed. Of course, it's important to maintain balance and avoid becoming obsessed with accumulating wealth at the expense of our values and well being. So, I encourage you to master your money mindset. But the real key to unlocking the full potential of money lies in that mastering your money mindset, your beliefs, your attitudes, and expectations around personal finance have a profound influence on your financial behaviors and outcomes. So, if you approach money with the scarcity mindset, constantly worried about not having enough, feeling guilty about spending, or believing that wealth is just out of your reach, then that's what you're going to get more of. That's the reality that you're going to create for yourself. But I don't want you to be there, okay? We want you here at Financial Power Fridays Live to cultivate a mindset of abundance, gratitude, and empowerment around money because remarkable things can happen. You'll become more intentional and strategic with your financial decisions, spotting opportunities that may have previously gone unnoticed. You're going to be attracting abundance. Master your money mindset today and watch what begins to happen. You may find yourself attracting new sources of income, discovering clever ways to save and invest that you didn't even hear from me, or experience a greater sense of control and confidence for your over your financial future. Remember, your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality. It's so true. Your thoughts and beliefs shape your reality. But by shifting your perspective and embracing a positive, proactive approach to personal finance and financial security, you open the door to a world of greater financial success, security, and fulfillment. Planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. So, as I've discussed the importance of mastering your money. I want to say we're having a conversation here because you put something in the chat, we'll respond. If you have any questions, reach out to me directly. Put the questions in the chat if you have them. I'll respond to them. You don't make them too personal, your financial situation, and just something like general. I'll be happy to answer those questions. Okay, but here we are. After discussing the importance of mastering your money mindset, taking control of your financial future, an important question arises. Do you know, or who do you know? Someone, who do you know who could benefit from this message? Who do you know? Perhaps you have a family member, a friend, a colleague who's struggling with money related stress or feeling overwhelmed by their financial situation. Sharing these insights, this video, this broadcast, Power Fridays Live, Financial Power Fridays Live, could be the spark they need to make meaningful changes. So now let's get a bit more personal. Can the information we've covered today help you, your family, and your close friends? Where are you currently in your financial journey? And where do you ultimately want to be? Let's take a moment to reflect on our own goals, challenges, and aspirations. What's been the biggest obstacle standing in your way? And how long has this been weighing on your mind? By honestly assessing your current financial circumstances and the areas you'd like to improve, you can start to envision the steps required to bridge that gap. Look into the theater of your mind, as Reverend Ike would say. What specific actions can you take to strengthen your money mindset? I'd say buy my book is one of them. There's another book too that I'll recommend. Eight financial breakthroughs. 8 steps to your financial breakthrough. By Alvin Darien. I'll recommend that book. I'll recommend another book, How Money Works, as well. Revamping your budget or building toward a more secure future. I want you to remember something. Progress does not happen overnight. No, it doesn't. It's not going. You're not going to fall asleep and wake up and be in a different world. But small, consistent steps in the right direction can compound over time, and this can lead us to the remarkable money transformation that you desire. The key is to maintain a positive, proactive attitude and a willingness to learn and adapt along the way. So here we are. I want to say this is the best way to contact me and get your book, like I recommended, Money Just Flew Out the Window and How Money Works. Okay. And I am Janelle Pulley. I am super excited to have been with you this evening on Financial Power Fridays Live. Thank you so much for being here.
Price of freedom can never be bought. Life experience is how it's taught. Price of freedom can never be bought. Life experience is how it's taught. Freedom is too expensive for anyone to buy, and yet there are many who always try.
Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Financial Power Fridays Live. Be, do, and have the greatness that you desire because the greatness is in you. We'll see you next week for another episode of Financial Power Fridays Live. Thank you.